So, welcome to Amber's Corner, fam. Listen, I have been seeing this on my timeline, and I'm in a space where, not that this is a part of conversation, but I would love to get your thoughts, right? What do you think about being married, but living separate? Like, let me know. Let me know. Comment down below. Like, do you all think it's like more healthy for marriages to like be married but live in like maybe even separate states or separate homes because maybe you're able to miss each other more, you're able to have your own space but then be together. Like, let me know your thoughts because Shirley Ralph, honey, had me like, I was like, oh my goodness. She's like, when I see him, and then when we done, we say goodbye, and I see you again. Like, it was like, okay, but she was like, they have had a lasting marriage and a happy marriage for quite a long time. Gwyneth Paltrow does the same thing. So I want to get your thoughts. Do you all think like it is healthy, or do you think like, girl, like it's trendy, like that's not something that I would do or be a part of, or I don't think that that's healthy for a marriage. But let me tell you what, like, when I googled when I googled it, potential benefits that Google is saying, right? It says increased independence. Okay, so living apart allows each other or each partner to maintain their own routines, hobbies, and um, social circles, fostering a sense of independence and personal freedom. Because sometimes when you get in marriage, and I've been married before, so this ain't coming from, I've been married before. Okay. Anyway, um, but like sometimes when you're living together, you're married, you think of that other person all the time, right? Like kind of sometimes over your needs. Sometimes you get lost in the sauce. You're always thinking about like your husband, making sure like food's on the table. Again, nothing wrong with this life, but right, food's on the table. He's taken care of, kids are taken care of, all that, all the things. But sometimes you lose self when you're so focused on that person. And also, like, sometimes, like, there are marriages that you, like, are always together. Like, I get the best friend, I get all of that. But sometimes you just got to have your sister circle time, and the husband don't need to come to the sister circle. Like, we love the husband, but why he gotta come all the time to the sister circle? Like, we just want the sister, not the hubby, not the bro. Like, love you, bro, but you need your alone space. But anyway, so independence, okay. Renewed passion and intimacy, okay. So some couples find that distance of separate living spaces can lead to a renewed sense of excitement and passion, right? So if you haven't seen someone in a long time, right, it just like you're almost like dating all over again. You get excited to see that person. Like, I'm in a long distance relationship, so I love to like go see him, and vice versa, and we haven't seen each other, but it just makes me like, oh my goodness, I want to see him again. But if he was like right next to me all the time, I don't know, would I get bored with that? Would it be mundane? Would it be like this everyday rhythm? Like, you know what I'm saying? Would I get excited or be like, oh, you again? I don't know. Um, or you just like renews every time you see your man. I mean, I don't know. Like, let me know. Again, I want to know your thoughts. So, reduce stress and conflict. Oh, listen. Okay. So living apart can help couples avoid daily friction and arguments that can arise from cohabitation, allowing them to focus on the positive aspects of the relationship. Maybe fighting less, or when you're only like when you're apart, and when you get together you're like focused on, like, again, the positive things, like, oh, I miss you, like the reconnection of it all, right? Does that, or do you think like you need that conflict, right? Maybe you need that conflict to like grow with your partner, or to grow as a relationship, or to bind you all closer. I don't know. Give me your thoughts. I don't know. Um, and then focus on the relationship. So when couples are not living together, they may find that their time together is more meaningful and focus on building intimacy and connection. So maybe like you're focused on a relationship and not all these other things that maybe don't matter as much when you're living separate. And then the last thing it says is just practical reasons. Interesting. Sometimes living apart is simply necessary due to the work commitments, family obligations, or other logistic reasons. Okay. So maybe like, maybe you have a child and the father's in the same state, and you can't move because of legal reasons. I don't know. Or yeah, maybe your job, right? So maybe your job, you have a huge job, but you can't move to a different state. You have to stay where you are. So, what do you all think about marriage, living separate but together, right? You're not doing this open marriage, right? You're committed to each other and all of that. You're just not living in the same home, maybe even the same area. So I would love to know your thoughts. It seems like maybe, I don't know if this is a trend, but I think even a clip that I was seeing, it was like 2 million people that live like this, right? So I'm like, oh, okay, well, there's people out here. Um, yeah. Would you do that? Or would you not? Would you be like, sis, nah, I can't do that. My man gotta be right next to me. That's my best friend. Like, I can't live without him. Or you probably can't live without him. You just, I don't wanna live without him. Like, let me know. Let me know your thoughts. Just wanted to bring the topic so we can, discuss. For me, you asking like, what do I think? I don't know. Wow, I don't know. Like, I'm in a long distance relationship and I love that. Like that, it does make me nervous. Like when he eventually maybe proposes and maybe we're living together, it does make me nervous of like, would it change? Would the relationship be different? Like that does make me nervous, I will say. But I don't know about the living separate. That's interesting because I don't want like us to have separate. I mean, I want us to have like maybe our own personal accounts, but I would like a joint account. Like, I don't want to be like the roommate. You know what I'm saying? Like, you pay half this, I pay half this. I don't want to do halfies. It's cool for some people. I don't want to do halfies. I don't want the roommate. Um, but I'm not mad with it. I wouldn't be mad with it if it was a conversation. I would be open to it. I would be open to it. Now, we'll have to see. Tell, like, oh man, like this is a conversation we need to have. We need to come back to this for Amber's Corner because I would consider. I would consider it. So, okay. Let me know your thoughts. Comment down below, okay? And see you next time in Amber's Corner, okay? Bye. Bye, fam.